Miss Annette's little farm in the big city. Well, it's windy and cold today, but I really want to get started on that greenhouse. Now, if you recall, a few weeks ago, I was working on my garden journal, and I decided that I wanted to have a mini greenhouse here beside the garage. I went ahead and built the foundation for this greenhouse. Now, we've had some rain since then, and things kind of settled into their spots, but it's still pretty much level. And that's the hardest part, is getting those bricks level. But now, I've been studying and studying my book here on putting this together, and recognizing the pieces that I need and things like that. And so I thought we'd start. I'm trying to get all the excuse me, I'm trying to get all the boards organized. Hold it and then you can drill it in, right?
You want to drill a hole first? Make sure.
Yeah.
Like they want it done.
I didn't expect Mr. Steve to help out, but once I started setting things up, he joined me, and we really enjoyed working together.
These are the right screws?
That's what it said.
Okay.
Part 1, done. Okay, now we need 1779 and 1843 and 1188, the guidance booster.
We haven't done this, have we?
1188, 1843, 1779, and a guide spacer. We had to stop working for a little bit because our water heater broke down and we had to replace it. And then once it emptied out, they had to take it out to the garbage. 78. It's not for us, but for somebody who is very 61, 62, and 63.
Which side do we use?
Yeah, let me wipe off the stuff. Just like, I think it's basically that with the back side. The instructions were pretty simple and clear, so we could understand them pretty much. We only made a couple of stumbles, but pretty much it wasn't that hard to put together. This part gave us a little bit of a hiccup, but we figured it out. We just had to slow down for a second. If they had grooves on them, if we had a router, we could route it around and then it would make a nicer fit. You know what I mean? But, All right.
We're done.
Yay! Well, that one's done. You need the other one. I thought it was gonna rain because it was so cloudy, but there we go. But yeah, there's shelves inside. I'm in my greenhouse. It took us 2 days to complete the greenhouse. We didn't get the caulking in, and I have to do that when it warms up a little bit. But it is finished, and now it's time to do some finishing touches. I needed to clean up the flower beds, and I decided to plant a few pansies just to add a little color and green. And I decided to move my pots over a little bit. I didn't like the way they were situated against the greenhouse, so I decided to move them. I got this. I'm going to put it on this door because when we get visitors, we don't like them to go into the garage. They go into the garage, there are a lot of things that could hurt a little kid or somebody who's not careful. So I got this to put on my door like that. Isn't it pretty? Then I decided that I wanted to go ahead and paint my doorknob and some of the hardware to match. Gently. Well, that was good work. I'm really glad Mr. Steve helped me out with that. I was planning on doing it all by myself, and I just started working as I usually do, and he just popped right in and started working and helping, and he built the whole thing practically by himself. I brought over the tools and things like that, but I still have a little bit to do. I need to do some caulking, and I am thinking about getting some grow lights for the inside. So it's not completely finished, but it's good enough for right now. I got my seeds, I got my soil, I got my little trays. So the next step is just to put some stuff in the greenhouse so that it can grow for summertime. Jeez. I will put a link in the description for the greenhouse and where I got it. But it's really nicely made. The wood is cedar, and you could just smell it. Smells so good, you guys. It smells really good. You can smell the cedar. And it is small. It's very petite. It doesn't look like it could withstand a big windstorm. So we do have to figure out how we're going to attach it to something. I wanted to attach it to the garage, but I don't think that's going to work. So we're trying to figure out what we're going to attach it to make it more sturdy. But that's it, you guys. That's it for today's video. And everything's going well. The goats are doing very well. Grandson's doing really well. Mr. Steve is getting ready to retire. He only has a few more days with the fire department, so that's exciting and scary at the same time for both of us. So we'll see what happens then, right? Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty pooped out. I'm going to see if my grandson wants to go get some ice cream. The greenhouse and the garden, the vegetable garden, are two of the things that I want to get done. The other things, you know, other little aesthetic things and things like that can wait. But I have to get those things ready because it'll be time to start planting vegetables soon. So I really need to be thinking forward on what I need to plant and my seedlings and things like that. And I really want to have a lot of herbs this year on one side of the little greenhouse, plus where I've had my herbs before. So I'm really excited about that. But I kind of want to grow my own if I can. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. But you know, you get them at the nursery, and sometimes they're so sprayed with so much fertilizer that once you get them home, they die because you're not fertilizing them as much as they were getting at the nursery. Anyway, so we've got that to do. But the herb garden, we're gonna get the vegetable garden ready, and then we'll work on the herb garden, and then by then it'll be time to plant the vegetable garden. I mean, spring is coming, you guys. Bam, bam, bam. Okay? And I am so glad that I get to share it with you. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by and visiting me here on Miss Annette's little farm in the big city. Try to get outside today if you can. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. And we'll see you next time. Bye. I love you. She's got her face buried in the hay. That's why she's sneezing. You see her? Not yet. You need to brush your hair. You got all kinds of stuff in it. You let me brush your hair? You got stuff in your ears.